Nice to get a win here midweek. Alabama, it's tough tonight. It looked like a different Alabama State team, honestly, than the first time we played them in February. But we put up 10 hits, and there were a couple things base running wise that I think went their way, didn't go our way. One or two of them I wasn't a fan of, but one or two of them they just made good plays. And that made the game a little closer because it kind of took us out of some innings. But all in all, 10 hits, took care of business midweek-wise. Our pitchers pitched well, defense defended well, and all aspects of the game minus would have loved to put a few more runs on the board, but it wasn't that way. So we'll take it. We'll take the W.
Reagan only went 2 for 3 with a double and a triple on the day. She's batting .326 on the season. And can you shed some light on what's working well for her?
Well, we moved Reagan down a spot or two in the lineup. She's been 5-hole a good bit, and I think we had her 7-hole tonight, and that paid dividends for us. And I think she was just pressing just a little bit, but tonight, she's been a good hitter all year long, and then just here recently, she's kind of, I hesitate to say the word slump, but not hitting like she's capable of hitting, and so it was nice to see her get that double and triple. And as you pointed out, she's, a solid 300 hitter on the year, but got her back in that 7-hole. Hopefully she's back in the groove and ready for Georgia Southern.
McKaylee Boswell launched her 5th homer of the season and has a .981 fielding. Can you touch on kind of how her consistency, at the plate and the field has helped the team?
Yeah, Bozzie's been super important. I don't know how else to say it. Defensively, she's been solid. I think I called her money today. It gets hit to her and she takes care of business. And then offensively, she's done such a nice job, whether it be from a power standpoint or getting on base standpoint. Her average is now well over 300. So you've got power, you've got a pretty good average kid, and then her on base percentage. She's got a great eye. She's very, very important, and she's playing well, and certainly somebody that we need to continue to stay hot.
Definitely. With Georgia Southern coming to Troy, the #1 team in the conference, can you touch on kind of the momentum we have going into the weekend?
Sure. Well, we've played really well at home, and we've beat Coastal Carolina, who a lot of people thought RPI-wise was the toughest team in the conference. We were able to take 2 out of 3 from them. Lafayette at home, and we're able to take 2 out of 3 from them, first time in school history. Georgia Southern is pitching it really, really well. And not that they don't do other aspects of the game well, but in the circle they do a lot of things right. So we're gonna have to show up, take the momentum. I think we're 5 out of our last 6 or something like that, I believe, and but a really worthy opponent. They're going to play really tough, and they're hungry. Georgia Southern has been middle of the pack. They see kind of light at the end of the tunnel. They see, hey, this is an opportunity to win the Sun Belt, or to continue to press forward and establish an even bigger lead in the conference. So I expect a dogfight, expect a well-coached team, and like I said, pitching-wise, we've already looked at video. They're tough, so we're going to have to bring our A game and take the momentum from 5 of the last 6 games and see what we can do against them this weekend.